try this again. There we go. Looks like everything's coming online this time correctly. Second go around works the best, you know? Let's turn this up a little bit. There, that should be a lot better. I'm gonna turn that down before we start the main live. Anybody seeing this on YouTube, you might see the introductory pieces. And hey, it's Skylar with Spacetime. As soon as we get this live processing, because it's got a little bit of a lag here. There we go. Little sneak peek. I do this every time, peeking at all the articles. I show you guys a little ahead of schedule. Um, it's been a couple of, I think it's actually been a week since I put my last video. I've been putting out some reels, but just some basic ones to kind of, keep the ball rolling, have some fun things for you guys to check out, so on and so forth. Some things I want to go over today are some exciting news. I went over climate change last video. We're still going to be doing that. I'm going to be adding that to Spacetime because I mentioned this in one of the reels. It's important that if we are going to be doing space exploration, to me, that we're not leaving the planet because of climate change. We are going to explore because it's a possibility. So you'll see climate change subjects here and there. As I mentioned before, though, that subject makes me nervous. So I just, or anxious, not nervous is what I should say. Makes me antsy. As it should. I mean, it's very scary in some cases, and sometimes it's very informative. We'll move on, though, because today's information is very exciting. Now, there's a lot of articles that came out and a lot of exciting stuff. NASA's Insight gets a few extra weeks of Mars science. Check some of these out on your own. Feel free to check out NASA's website. As always, I just like to cover the ones I'm personally curious about. I'm also going to show a few things on how I've been able to kind of speed up my reading on these articles just so I can kind of keep up with my daily work, stuff that I do outside of this, and then it helps me kind of keep up with everything. First couple of things I want to point out is NASA's Curiosity captures stunning views of changing Mars landscapes. This was pretty cool. I'm not going to go into these yet. It's not something I'm well able to explain as well. Like that, and I got a little bored reading it, not gonna lie. It's stuff I read for Mars previously, and I was just like, okay, we got some advancements towards like some knowledge and stuff. Just like I showed the wind recording, and that was pretty cool as well. But in the grand scheme of things, it was like we can record wind on Earth, and it kind of made me think of the same thing. So yeah, it's a breakthrough, but I was like, okay, moving forward. NASA introduces 2022 class of flight directors. We'll get to this in a second. Quest, speed never sounded so quiet. This was cool. We're going to get to this one as well. Some NASA events. Tuesday, July 12th at 10:30 a.m. EDT, live coverage of the release of the first image of the James Webb Space Telescope. We went over this a couple of videos ago. I may have done a reel on that as well, but Wednesday, July 13th, 3 p.m. EDT, NASA Science Live, Webb's first full-color images explained. Sorry, there's that plural. Now, some other stuff we're going to cover is NASA announces Artemis Concept Awards for nuclear power on the moon. We're going to be covering this as well. NASA's Astronomy Picture of the Day, recognized for decades of outreach. This is pretty cool. I've even seen this and didn't realize that the website was something I had previously seen. I'll get to that in a minute as well. We're still working on the article here. We've already covered the Take That We Rise for Pride Month, essentially. We covered this, I think it was 3 or 4 videos ago. I did not look this up because I didn't notice it right away. It's my ADHD brain just kind of sees it and goes, I've seen this, I've read it, I've checked it off my list. Nothing against that article or Pride Month. I do love Pride Month. I've already covered it, so my brain kind of glossed over it. A Sea of Stars like sequence. This is a pretty cool article. I would say check this out for yourself. We went over this one a second ago. Curious Universe Season 4, Episode 5, The Search for Life, Are We Alone? Now, I'm a big alien fanatic, not the Little Green Men scenario. I do like icons for Little Green Men. If you noticed, I did change up my... I tried to do that on the OBS recorder, but I made a new GIF for each side to kind of clean up the images I originally had. I wasn't really fond of how much space it was taking up, so I tried to mitigate that and taper it down to just a minimal overlay. But moving on, we also still have Artemis 1 test ends media teleconference Tuesday. Now I've covered this a couple of times, so again we're not going to cover these, but let's move on to the first article. Now we're not going to read the whole article because this is just kind of gives you a background for these guys. These guys are all handsome and beautiful people. Look at all these cute, wonderful smiles, ready for space. This guy looks like he's a little nervous. Like he's like, there's a lot of paperwork to do. But we'll read over this part. A photo. Whoa. A photo of NASA's 2022 class of flight directors who will oversee operations of the International Space Station, commercial crew, and Artemis missions to the moon. The inductees from left to right: Heidi Brewer, Ronak Dave, Garrett. I'm gonna try to pronounce it right. I think it's Hen, Diana Trillo, am I reading that right? Elias Miramo, Chris Dobbins, Nicole McElroy. Credits to NASA. Now, again, if I mispronounce the names, I didn't go looking for the names now to pronounce them, mainly because if you're already familiar with these guys, you'll know who they are. I'm very horrible with names, though, as you guys will see. Now, I'm just going to kind of scroll down and give you kind of a glimpse. It goes over, Diana most recently served as it is background information, which is really cool. I did read over this some, but I did not go in depth with it because I was looking for some fun stuff, something to kind of brighten my day a little bit. And that's why we come to the second article for today. Again, we're trying to make these videos shorter. I don't want you guys to have to, dread on this though. This is something I've seen before, and I'm basically just going to explain it this way. So NASA's Astronomy Picture of the Day recognized for decades of outreach. Now this is the Astronomy Picture of the Day website. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that. Uh-oh, I got a lag. I don't know what's going on. Did the internet cut out? I don't know. All right, we'll keep going. Well, moving forward anyways. I might have to upload this as a recording if you guys suddenly got cut out. I don't know what's going on yet. But we'll get back to that in a minute. But anyways, it's the picture of the day has really cool pictures for each day. Covers where they use, let me make sure I read how they put it. It was down at the bottom. Basically, it said non-scientist photographers are also encouraged to get pictures to upload and stuff. Of course, they're, somewhat of the professional photos. People also have used, if I trying to remember how to say it right, because I don't want to mispronounce things. There's what I was saying a minute ago. Non-scientist astrophotographers who produce incredible work now. So like this is another piece that we saw earlier in here where I was peeking at the website, but it still wasn't coming up, which is weird. Let's see if I can get it to come up. I'll let that load for a minute. They also use data from supercomputers, I believe is what I read. Did it come up? No, I think the internet cut out, but again, we'll come back to that. But anyways, this was really cool to read. It's kind of lame that I can't show you the website because I think my website's acting up, but we'll get to that at the end if I can, and I'll try to get that pulled up. Now, some other stuff is here. NASA announces Artemis Concept Awards for nuclear power on the moon. I mentioned we were going to cover this. This is kind of cool. We're going to be talking about getting essentially fission surface power projects to the moon. And the way I understood it is we might have like stations for helping power those, what would you call that? International Space Station type-esque scenarios, but maybe it would be on the moon. Or maybe it would be landing areas for people to repower up and then move forward, because it does cover when we go to explore into deeper space, we would want more options to make sure we had power as we go. Now, that sounds cool. It's something that I really like. It's something that, uh, thinking about traveling on something maybe, and maybe not necessarily like something that sounds like a Star Trek ship, but something big enough where people could provide further work towards other planets, and something they mentioned as well. And I was just all around wowed by that. I thought that was pretty neat because we do know. I don't remember if I put that in the video, but researchers found a planet that rains lava, and that broke my brain. I was like, oh, well, I know how rain works here on planet Earth. How does rain work on lava? Like, but I assumed because I couldn't find many details on the actual information for if volcanoes were just spewing lava out that much. But sorry about the ding also. But it sounded super cool, but obviously we wouldn't want to jump on that because I don't know that we have lava-proof websites, uh, spacesuits. Sorry, brain looking at the website going too fast. I'm gonna start trying to work on slowing down on some days. I get excited and pumped up. So we're gonna go over the last one. Let me see how fast this is going here, how long the video is taken. But let me check something real quick. It might ding again, guys. I'm checking the Facebook to see if the live's working right. Yeah, no, it's working. Cool. As long as it's working right. Now, Quest Speed Never Sounded So Quiet is going over fast travel for over cities, quieter. It does mention the year. I want to say it was late 60s, early 70s. I want to say it was like 1972 because it didn't give me an article. This link here. It directs you immediately over to the actual YouTube page for this, and I was like, okay. And it covers us doing tests over cities, showing that we won't have a sonic boom because the sonic boom jets got banned at a certain point, and they want to make it where we get there faster like we used to with the jets that the sonic boom issue, but instead it's quieter. And also, I want to say they said half the time, but I don't want to play their video because that is their video. Feel free to go check this out again. All the links for these are in the description. Now, the last thing I'm using, I don't think, yeah, I should be fine just showing the website. So, this is how I go through it. This is text to voice. The website is textfromtospeech.com. And I'm not using this for space-time. This is just something I use because with everything that I'm working on, uh, like I'm in the middle of a move. I'm also in, the process of trying to keep up with my day job. I like to have something reading with me so I can hear it, so my brain doesn't immediately go into yawning mode. It's not that I don't find it interesting, it's just my brain gets exhausted from all the stuff I'm trying to do at once. Um, you know, ADHD can have that kind of effect sometimes, and in my opinion, I haven't gone and checked this with like a counselor or a shrink or anybody as far as if that's a thing, but I've noticed when I go to read stuff, if something's reading with me, my brain can pick it up. You can also, something I really like is you can add the speed to it, and I read slow in my brain. I'm a slow reader, not super slow, but if I speed this up, I can kind of keep up and go faster while following along and retaining the information. So if it's something that interests you, check their website out. I use it. Don't normally have any problem. I don't think there's a limitation. Some of them have like limited words you can use, but I'm not using it for space time. It's a fun little thing to use if you're trying to speed up some articles you want to read and get to the next article. Because I know I saw this and I was like, ooh, what's going on here? And then I saw this and I was like, ooh, got really pumped for that. So, generally speaking, hope you guys have a wonderful day. We're going to try this one more time. Yay! I might share this with you guys. I want everybody that likes space time, everybody that likes NASA, everybody that likes space in general. I want you guys to be able to see this. Take a look at the website. It's on the art. You know what? This is apod.nasa.gov. Make sure to take a check out. Make sure to take some time out of your day. I can't talk sometimes, I swear. But take some time out of your day and just peek at it. It goes over the information at the bottom. Let's see, this was June 22, 2022. And does it give a supernova remnant, the Veil Nebula, image credit and copyright, Utah Desert. So, like, check this stuff out. This is people doing this and going through all this stuff. I'm trying to see if there's like other buttons that you can click for. I don't see anything. But yeah, take a look at it. Feel free to I'm gonna put this in the description as well. But take a look at those images you just did. See if anything catches your attention. Even the one up here, this looks so cool. It looks like I wouldn't want to be up that close to it. It could probably be scary that close to it, but this looks neat. And we've all seen this stuff you know, Marvel Cinematic Universe where it shows on the movie and you see some space crazy thing. We've gotten ideas from this kind of stuff. We've gotten ideas from science. We've gotten ideas, they showed the Buzz Lightyear article that says they got information from scientists to kind of make sure it balanced out well with the movie, so it wasn't just adding mumbo jumbo in there. But anyways, this has been a little bit longer clip than I expected again. Oh no, it's actually shorter. This one's only 16, 17 minutes, gone in 17 minutes. But hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Hope all you space wanderers, maybe you're, drifting off to sleep. Make sure you set your spaceship or spacecraft, whatever you're flying with today, to autopilot and have a good night.